So at the center of November, we have some people in your life. Capricorn, it's definitely you, King of Discs, and then somebody who is exhibiting the Queen of Cups energy. So this could be a relationship. Well, it's obviously a relationship, but what I mean by that is it could be a love relationship. It could be a relationship with a coworker, with your boss, with family members. But it's going to be at the center of your world for November, and it's going to have to deal with you know, raising you to a higher level. We have the unconscious, which is a hanged man also. So this could be really uncomfortable. This could be a challenging situation that feels, yeah, just really like you don't feel, it's not like a happy-go-lucky, let's go have fun and drink a beer type thing. They keep pushing you and challenging you, and the reason why this happens is because it's time for you to break on to the next level. And when you do that, it's just like anything. When you grow, it's a growing pain. You're having growing pains. It's very uncomfortable, and it can be very hard and take a lot of your energy, but it's really important for it to happen so you can rise to where you need to go. In the love area, we do have the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and Illusion, which is also known as the Devil, in reverse. So I think you could be starting something new with someone, but you don't know exactly. I don't think it's it's not starting from a very stable foundation. Okay, so it's if you're just meeting someone, if you're just getting into a relationship. The foundation is faulty, so you might want to take your time and make sure that you are building from the same place. Because I think I think you guys have a deep passion for each other. It's very sultry, it's very sensual, but it's not the truth of the matter. I feel like if possibly one or both of you are still nursing a breakup, nursing someone leaving you, nursing something from the past relationship that is you're still dealing with and still trying to get over. And part of you or the other person getting over it is this sexual relationship that you are having. So in some regards it seems like it's fun, it's new, it's you're just starting out, it's kind of the honeymoon phase, but the truth of the matter is that what's going on is just a deception to feed a hunger that you can't fulfill it. So just be careful if you are entering into a relationship right now, and you haven't healed some wounds, and so you're just craving physical attention, and vice versa. Now, if you're already in a relationship, I think you could just be kind of, in a low patch right now, and that you were thinking, okay, well, if we do something different, then it'll make it interesting, but it's not this is a deeper seated issue. This is not just let's spice things up. There's something deeper that needs to be addressed. So I would recommend counseling, taking a long amount of time with each other and being honest with one another. Because this is not just about, the surface sensual side. It's a byproduct of what has been going on for quite some time. In the family arena, we have Strength in reverse, the Nine of Cups, and then Temperance reverse. So I feel like you might be in you might be fighting with somebody in your family, and one of you is kind of just bowing out when you shouldn't. You should definitely be standing your ground, because the other person is kind of boastful and kind of railroads you and it's just like, oh, come on, don't be, just listen to me, I know what's going on. and you kind of cower to them instead of standing up for yourself and be like, yeah, I do know what's going on, and what you're doing is not correct. It's not right. No. And I'm not going to be a part of it. It's finding, and so you're completely out of balance with what you believe and what you think and what your family is doing. So this is at odds here. You're like, I know my truth and you're not living it because it's conflicting with family. So stand up, Cappy. You got this. You just need to turn the strength around, and then that will turn the temperance around too, so that they're no longer like this, but they're like that. Yeah, and that'll be so much more satisfying to you, and it'll also help with this. This could actually be the center issue here, is that you aren't living in your truth, and so now people. And it might not even it might just seem like people are being a thorn in your side and annoying, but they have to be to kind of poke you to go in the direction you need to go. So if you are, if this is just, it's just frustrating to you, you don't understand why they can't see the truth. That's what they're supposed to be doing to you, so that you have to rise out of your comfort zone into the next level of who we all need you to be. In career, we have Queen of Discs, Two of Discs, and the Seven of Wands. So I think you're like in the work area, I feel like you're going to be quite satisfied and enjoy it. You could get a raise, and this could help you out of some financial situations you might be in, some debt that you might have. It might balance things out. And it's not going to be something that you have to work very hard for. It's just going to be kind of given to you. Like you'll be at work and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, your boss comes in and it's like, hey, you've been doing a great job. Here's a raise. You're like, what? Oh, okay. Or, it's just, I think you're going to be acknowledged quickly and fast. And it's not going to necessarily be because I know you work hard and I know that you deserve it, but you were not expecting it. So it's an unexpected surprise, a positive surprise that you didn't have to, put your neck out for. But I think you're definitely going to be your work is going to be satisfying to you in November. In finances, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and then the Ace of Wands. So, I think this is great that we have this, and then we have the financial, because I think here you might have some debt or something that is financially just kind of poking at you. Once again, that's kind of like what's going on today is poke through November. So some things could be shifting and very unexpected in your finances, like you weren't expecting you to have to get a new car, or your computer breaks, or you drop your cell phone in the toilet type things. It's like, gosh, why, what? No, I didn't plan on this. This is not helpful to me right now. But you're gonna have the amount to cover it, and you're going to start something. Whatever you start because of that will start some new ideas for you and help you garner the energy and the wherewithal to go into the space that you need to go into. I think it actually could be that whatever happens financially where you lose something is going to be the best benefit to you. Even if it seems like, oh no, what am I going to do? In 3 to 4 months time, you're going to look back on it and go, I see why that had to happen. I wouldn't have started this amazing project. I wouldn't have met this phenomenal entrepreneur. All these things, like these little things that you wouldn't have happened if you lost that money, if you lost those worldly goods. So just know that when it happens, you can cover it. I know you've got what you need to cover. It's just going to be really inconvenient, but it has to happen so that you can have a new beginning in some regards. I can't I feel the same energy on these two cards, so I'm going to give you two. They were so equal. Okay, so power animal. Let me show it to you. This is the first one. And the second one is sacral chakra. This relates exactly to what's going on in your love situation. Okay, so let me read them to you. Power animal. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. And I think this really relates to family. Okay, so call on that inner strength of yourself. Call on your, everyone has a favorite animal, and you can't necessarily always describe it, but you just feel really connected to certain animals, and so call on them, to help you muster up the strength and guidance to carry on. Animals are highly intuitive, are unconditional loving, are powerful beyond measure. Things that we never could be like. I mean, the love of an animal is incredible. So understand that, like, call on your animal that you relate to, because they will unconditionally help you in that situation. The sacral chakra. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships, okay? So this is saying what I said at the beginning. Don't feed this emotional tie, this almost like sexual hunger that you have just because you feel lonely. Do it in a healthy manner. Do it in, dance. Dancing is highly sensual and beautiful and moves the fluid through your spine in a very healthy way. So, instead of using someone to fulfill a need, find other outlets that can really be powerful and passionate for you.